Hello fellow YouTubers, Lady WC Stop Motioner here, and here I'm going to review Transformers Studio Series 8604 Voyager class Hot Rod. Now I am kind of nervous about this figure. People have reported that it feels like it might break. If this guy breaks on me, I'm going to, well, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do something if he does break on me. I'll be very upset, I can tell you that for sure. So here says Hot Rod lights the darkest hour because of the backdrop. I mean, he looks really cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and get him open. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this guy figured out. Okay, so here we have Hot Rod in his vehicle mode, and we have all of these accessories that he comes with. This is, let me see if I can get everything stored well. I'm pretty sure these are made to attach here onto the saw blade like this. You can just attach them right here, keep them from popping out, which it's not going to want to do right now. So just kind of gives you a general idea there, I guess. You can attach these right here. Make it look like he's flaming. You know, he's got flames coming out. He's just speeding along like Hot Rod would. And there is some unevenness. The shade right here, because of course this is painted translucent plastic, so this doesn't match very well. And there's yellow right here, which for some reason does not bother me too much. Maybe it's because I like yellow, but it is definitely bugging a lot of people. It's hard to get things lined up for this vehicle mode. It's a really nice looking vehicle mode though, I gotta say. I really dig it. So, let's see if I can fit everyone in here for an 86 cast. We got Ultra Magnus, we got Springer, the stick cup on top with RC and Blur. And yeah, these guys all look really awesome rolling out together. The new wheelie, unfortunately, does not transform because otherwise I would stick him in here with this group. And since the vehicle mode is like one of the few things I like about him, it stinks that he wasn't a transformable figure. You can see his legs in the back here, but oh well. What can you do? Alright, so now to transform him. Okay, before we transform him, just for the sake of it, let's just go ahead and put him in the background. Make it look like maybe he's, you know, driving down trying to get away from Galvatron so we can get the upper hand on him. Okay, so transformation is kind of scary at times, unfortunately. But to begin, pull this up, pull these little pieces up. Already I could just see these snapping off. And this part, you just kind of want to bend it, fold this part up like this, disconnect it there. Then you just want to disconnect right here. You pull this part up. And then you can pull this up and out of the way. You fold his foot up. This part can be kind of scary because this part is tight. And I don't know, this leg, it's just, look at that plastic there is Just really thin. I could just see that breaking at any moment. I'd be very, very happy if I'm just being paranoid. Like, I can't tell you how happy I would be if I was. Hopefully, I'm just being paranoid, and you know, as long as I know about it, I'll be good. All right. Now I want to pull this down, pull his head up, turn around, spin this part around, fold this down like this, pull this down. See, he's got a fake chest. Pop this into place. And you just tab that in. And here we've got him in, oh, wait. First, pull this up. You just fold that in like that. Do the same thing on this side. And here we got him in his robot mode. And I don't know if I have ever reviewed a figure that I have been more torn on, because he looks amazing. He is just pretty much a perfect recreation of the original design, aside from maybe some of the inaccurately colored joints like yellow and gray. I don't really care at all. But he just looks so good. It's just a shame that these legs feel so dang cheap. Because if it weren't for that, I would just be completely blown away by this. I mean, I kind of am in a way already, but just with how he looks, if you're just looking for a display piece in robot mode, then yeah, I don't think you're going to really have too many problems. You can fold this visor down. Again, makes me nervous because it's small, hard to get out, and it's translucent plastic. But it looks really cool. I really like how that looks on him. Then you can just pull these up like this. And those blast effects that we used in vehicle mode, you just attach them here. And you can fire on the Autobot ship after the Decepticons commandeered it. So that's really cool. You just fold this back up in. And you can already see a stress mark right here on that slot. You just spin his fist around. And then you take this saw, you can attach it and have him slice through the seaweed stuff he was all tangled up in. It does spin, that's pretty nice. Then right here on this elbow, man, I hope that's not a crack I see. You can spin this around and he can weld cup back together. That's going to be cool when I get my hands on the new 86 cup. And his hands open and close. Then he's got this matrix, which I think is different from Earthrise Optimus's. I don't have that with me at the moment. Then you can just attach this right here. And then you just open his hands up and just stick them in. Just grab a hold of the matrix. Arise, Rodimus Prime. That's gonna be cool when the new overpriced Kingdom one comes out. And then, of course, I saved the standard accessories for last because these are the ones he's going to be displayed with. All those other ones are cool, but they are probably going to be stored in Earthrise Optimus Prime's trailer. So, he is not he's definitely small for a Voyager. So I can bring in Titan's Return Cup, who is taller. Titan's Return Blur, who is around the same height. Here's Earthrise RC. She's holding Wheelie. Alright, hopefully I can pull off this group shot. Here's Ultra Magnus from Siege. And then last but definitely not least, we have Siege Springer. So that's basically the main 86 Autobots. Aside from, I gotta get the new Blur and Cup figures. So, yeah, he's definitely not a Voyager height-wise. I just don't know what to say about this guy. Like I said, in vehicle mode, he's got a few flaws, but he looks good. Transformation, if it weren't for how poor quality some of these parts feel, I would say the transformation is awesome and has some very clever engineering in it. I love the part where it, just spins around and just tucks into here, and all they managed to store in the legs here. I want to say it's impressive, but it makes me nervous while doing it. Naturally, I'm going to be careful with my figures while I'm reviewing them, while I'm transforming them, but I shouldn't have to be. Then in robot mode, again, he looks really good. He looks pretty much exactly like his animation model. He doesn't have a whole lot of back kibble. So I just don't know. And plus, you got to think about that he's Voyager price for deluxe size. And all these accessories, I just don't know if that necessarily makes him worth the extra 10. Now, I would recommend this more than a Masterpiece. I mean, at least it's paying $30 for something that might break on you. I mean, I'd rather spend that much than $100-some for something that's going to break. But I just really can't say for sure. I don't know. Maybe if I just give some details. If you're looking for figures, you just want to display them in robot mode, then yeah, absolutely, definitely pick this guy up. But if you're looking for a figure, like if you're going to let a kid play with it or something, I think I would steer away from this guy just because of how cheap the legs feel. Man, this is a very interesting case. Hopefully I've helped you if you are having some issues with deciding. So I'll go ahead and stick them on the display. Okay, so there's Hot Rod on my G1 display. I think he fits in pretty well there. So yeah, he's a good figure and he's not a good figure. Again, I seriously hope that I've helped you if you can't decide. I'm glad I have him. I'll say that. I'm glad I have this in my collection. But, I just know to be careful with him. And, yeah. So, that's my review for Transformers Studio Series 86, Hot Rod. If you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And God bless.